Hello, sweet souls. This is your part 2, last reading of the day. We're going to call on St. Michael. St. Michael, please transmute all negative energy to positive, sent toward myself or the viewer. We're going to call on the Holy Spirit, angel saints, spirit guides, and ancestors, and ask for a message for your greater good. We pray for truth and only truth for the greater good of the beautiful collective. So I want to get some of these to start with the Divine Angel Oracle deck. And then we're going to do the Angel Wisdom Oracle deck too. And then we'll get into the other reading. All right. What messages do you have for the beautiful collective? Messages. Whoops. Okay. We got grounding. You are reminded of the importance of staying grounded and centered amongst life's ups and downs. Connect with your inner strength and stability, finding peace and balance within yourself. Going out in nature, prayer, meditation, sitting in silence, all of that helps. And then we got completion, 999. You may be seeing that number. Release what no longer serves you and prepare to embark on a new chapter filled with opportunities. Again, they're saying release. Let go of old patterns and beliefs that no longer serve your highest good and embrace freedom in your life. I love it. Okay, so let's do the next deck here and see what we get. I'm going to leave these out. This is the Angel Wisdom Oracle deck. All right, guidance for the beautiful collective. I got calm and money. Stay calm. You're on the path to abundance. Surrender any fear or worry around money. Trust in the divine. Focus on maintaining an inner peace and calm within your spirit. Don't feed energy to the external noise. Breathe. Deep breathing calls us back to the moment. It slows us down. It taps us into our senses, and it reorients our minds. The angels ask you if you find yourself stressed, filled with racing thoughts, or unable to focus, please remember to breathe. And I did do this last night after prayer. I was listening to theta waves and I was focusing on breathing. And it helps. And then we got courage, which was our first reading. Glory favors the brave. You have courage. It says the angels remind you that you become more confident and courageous by facing your fears daily. Each time that you face fear, it slowly begins to wither away. And as a result, you start to grow into the courageous person you're meant to become. And in part, this is why when you have your awakening, the spiritual realm will push you to do something that's scary. Just like me in the radio station. They knew I had never done it before, and they pushed me. But from that experience, it gave me courage. It gave me belief in myself. The bottom of the deck says love. The angels are supporting your relationship and want to remind you of the importance of giving love and support to your partner. Spend time with your loved ones and balance your affection in a healthy way. But for those of you that haven't met your divine partner, this is the relationship with yourself. Learning to fall in love with you, because you have to fall in love with you first in order to attract someone that loves themselves. So, let's see. Let's look at overall energy. Overall energy. Overall energy. You're gaining spiritual strength. This is what you've been doing all this time. Gaining spiritual strength. 999 was completing of a cycle. In this number 9, this completion, you've been gaining spiritual strength. This was necessary. You can expect things to accelerate very quickly now. Number 8, what comes around goes around. All the good energy you've put out in the past is now being returned to you. Expect things to pick up quickly. 98 or 89 could be significant. The bottom of the deck is transformation. Things are definitely transforming. That reduces to a 4. It's tied into your safety, security, and stability. What is not aligned for you must die out. So, let's see. What is in Collective's energy. What's in the collective's energy? I love it. Message in a bottle. I feel like for most of you, these are downloads. This is truth and clarity coming in from the divine, giving you inspired action to take because it's going to go the distance. You are finally leaving the past and the past, moving on a new path, away from a never-ending story, a karmic cycle, moving away, to peace. So the first card out is soulmates. You're coming into alignment with your higher self and with God. By doing this, by learning the lesson of self-love, you are attracting divine partners, whether romance, friendship, or business partnership. You are being given truth and clarity on what you need to clear out, whether this is a mindset, a person, place, or situation. Clearing the path. Obviously, you have the decision with the Two of Swords. You have to decide, but by deciding to take the spiritual realm's advice with the truth and clean it up, you are stepping into divine femme energy, empress energy. I love it. That's amazing. All right. Let's clarify these cards. All right, Holy Spirit, please clarify soulmates. Please clarify soulmates. Yeah, this is a passionate new beginning, a gift and blessing from God, whether this is romance or business. But this is coming in after great heartbreak, great suffering. But it's because you've put in all the work to learn to love yourself. This is why this is made possible. Had you remained in heartbreak, in the energy of feeling like the victim, some of you self-loathing, you would not be able to live in your highest vibration nor attract high vibrational people. But you have. So congratulations. Clean it up. What are we cleaning up, Spirit? What are we cleaning up? What are we cleaning up? Well, you're getting connected so that you can get this truth from the spiritual realm. And this truth has to do with whatever mental anguish was attached to an experience with a tyrannical false emperor energy, someone that was controlling and dominating, very abusive. And I do want to share a story. I forgot about it until just this moment. When you deal with people like this, because of their own wounds, their own brokenness, their insecurities, they beat you down. They make you feel like you are worthless. They're constantly ridiculing you, judging you, attacking your outward appearance, your intelligence. And for years, I've had this experience. Years. And I can remember feeling like I wasn't a good person. I'm just not a good person. I must deserve this. I must deserve it. And this was about 20 years ago, 20 plus years ago. I laid down, I took a nap, and Jesus appeared. And I've told this story before, but I felt compelled to tell it again. I was sitting before the throne of Christ. I was sitting with my butt back on my heels, with my chin to my chest. But I was also outside of my body, so I could see the side profile of what was going on. And I was in front of this beautiful wood ornate throne. The sides, the armrests were carved. It was really ornate. And Jesus was on the throne, and he was the size of an adult in comparison to a toddler. So I was very tiny next to him. And he had a white tunic, or a white like robe, and then a red like tunic that went over his shoulder. And he placed his hand, the lighting was a soft glow. It wasn't bright light. The lighting that surrounded him and I was a soft glow. He placed his right hand on my crown, And he spoke to me telepathically because I'm outside of my body too, so I can see what's going on. And because I never looked up when I was in front of him, I kept my chin to my chest because remember, I thought I was bad. I thought I deserved to be punished. I deserved to be abused, verbally abused, to be beat down. I thought I deserved it. The only thing that Christ said to me when he put his hand on my head through telepathy was, "You are good." And immediately I was back in my conscious awareness. I was awake, fully awake. And I could still feel, and my head is tingling now talking about it. I could still feel where he had his hand on my head. I had this energy on my head, and I was like euphoric. I was like, he said I was good. He said I was good. I was like, I can't even tell you the elation I felt. So I don't know. I just wanted to tell you that story, but they're saying it's time for you to clean up any negative emotion attached to the abuse at the hands of this tyrannical false emperor, whether it's a man or a woman. It's time for you to clear it out. It is an old story. It doesn't belong to you, and it's not even true. Okay? Truth be told. You're getting the truth and clarity, not only about what you need to cut out, whether it's a mindset, a person, place, or situation, but you're getting truth and clarity on what leap of faith, what new path you're meant to be on. That's amazing. Let's look at the fork in the road. You have a free will choice. You can decide. So that's where this decision comes in. Let's look at the fork in the road. And this could have been happening already in the past. It happened, but it's coming out in the energy. Fork in the road. Fork in the road. Yeah. See, you're deciding to change your perspective. You're deciding to pour all of that love and energy into yourself, into coming into alignment with your higher self and with God. Complete alignment. That's the choice you're making. I love it. And from this, you're stepping into divine femme energy with the Empress. Empress. Please clarify the Empress. Yeah, by being in the Empress energy, you're attracting your best life, your wishes and dreams coming true. Those that abused you, those that took you for granted will be in regret, because attached to this Empress energy is financial growth, gifts and blessings from God. When you completely surrender everything in your life to God, you will always be cared for. I am living proof of this. God will always care for you. Message in a bottle. Yeah. The message in a bottle has to do with the divine communicating in regards to your new beginning. This has to do with you giving in equal parts to others, which in turn brings about blessings for you. You're definitely getting guidance from the spiritual realm on what actions you need to take that is going to be for your highest and greatest good. And yes, people are watching, for sure, feeling victimized because they are the ones that are burdened due to their free will choice to make investments due to greed. They're surrounded by drama, chaos, and conflict, being forced to watch you in the high priestess energy with your loving connection with God, relying on your intuition, having victory and success, being loved and celebrated. This is creating a tower for these people from your past. There's a King of Wands energy here from part 1. They're really upset because you're calling in a divine match to you, someone that's very grounded and stable, someone that is very creative, and someone that is destined to create a legacy with you. So, oh my goodness. All right, let's see. By you coming into alignment with your higher self and with God, learning to love yourself, you are calling in aligned partnerships. God is presenting you with a passionate new beginning after heartbreak, but because you've put in all the work to learn to love yourself, now you're aligned. You're aligned for this passionate new beginning. Soulmates. Yeah, putting that heartbreak in reverse. overcoming all of the heartbreak, all of the pain attached to that heartbreak, and moving on to peace. And you held the key all along. The key was placing yourself first, self-love. I was just getting ready to say it, was learning to love you first. You held the key. It's like once you've discovered that, there was nothing that could interfere. There was nothing that could lower your vibration as it pertains to that past heartbreak. With Clean It Up, you going within is giving you the clarity on what you need to clean up. And it has to do with mental anguish attached to someone's sick, twisted abuse. Yeah, recognizing, seeing clearly that this person with the King of Cups to the Page of Wands on the fence, they're an emotional manipulator. I know it's in the upright, but I'm telling you what I feel. They're a love bomber, gaslighter. They're toxic. They're dark. They're low vibrational. How can you hold on to the abusive words of someone that is this broken and this dark? No, you can't. Just release it and allow justice to play out, because justice is playing out. You are going to receive what's fair to you, and they will receive what's fair to them. Truth be told, you're getting truth and clarity from the spiritual realm on what you need to release and what actions you need to take in this full energy, this new beginning. Truth be told. Yeah, who's worthy to receive your time, attention, and energy? Who is going to give in equal parts to you? And who has been battling you? This is the truth that's being revealed to you. So God is going to give you the clarity about who's been working in the background, spreading lies and illusion, trying to sabotage you so that you can release them. Yeah, because you have a job to do. You're meant to create on your own, and you're meant to be very abundant. Fork in the road is you making the decision to love yourself first, to come into union with your higher self and with God, and you did this by changing your perspective. Fork in the road. Yeah, blocking out those that operate in this Knight of Swords energy, in and out energy that you know have tried to bully you, and just healing it and moving in a new direction. Seeing it for what it is, accepting it. With Yen, by you stepping into divine femme energy, you're calling in multiple wishes. Yes, people will be in regret because what's attached to those wishes is financial growth. Spirit is guiding you toward victory and success. Yen. And the false emperor energy is in mental anguish. They have lost complete and utter control over their life and yours. They can no longer manipulate, dominate, deceive, demean, or control any aspect of you. This person, they operate from ego, but ego only works with someone that doesn't love themselves. You love that yourself now. You don't seek validation from someone in ego. With a message in a bottle, this is the spiritual realm communicating as far as your new beginning and who to give to. This is giving to those that are open to receive, that give back equally. Also, this has to do with your blessings. Message in a bottle. That's the truth. Truth and clarity by way of the spiritual realm coming in to guide you on your new path. Message in a bottle. And people are going to be in regret. Why are they in regret? Why are they in regret? Because they were misguided by false friends. They were fed an illusion and they fell for it, which created an ending in your dynamic, but set you free to be the best, most empowered version of you. That's why they're in regret. They lost control. They were misguided. They lost the blessing that was right in front of their face. So I'm going to clear these cards off. Give me a second. All right, so I'm going to do some from my deck. I am selling this deck. It's $28.88 plus shipping. You just have to email Mark. So let's see. What do we need to know about this situation? What do we need to know? What do we need to know, Holy Spirit? You are spiritually gifted. You have a strong connection with the divine. They want you to rely on that connection, the intuition, the downloads, the communication from the spiritual realm. It's serving you. It's helping you to move forward. Yeah, it looks like this false emperor here, whether they're a man or a woman, they chose their own enemy. This is someone that could have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio in their chart, or this could be you. But they're sleeping with the enemy. This person is a spiritual hater. That's who they join forces with. You're being guided toward abundance, financial stability, and blessings. We already saw that in the reading. This is what's destined for you. The only one that can stop this is you, based on your free will choice to not heal and evolve, not release yourself from the mental torment of the abuse of someone that is broken. They said, continue to talk to your spirit guides, the ancestors and the saints. They are helping you. They are guiding you. This false emperor is going through the dark night of the soul. Their reality is collapsing because everything they thought to be true was an illusion. It was either a manipulation and it was self-illusion. Whatever it was, this is a crash and burn for this person. They want you to know you are worthy. They want you to make I am statements. This is reprogramming your mind after the abuse, the mental abuse from this person. Air sign Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, you are someone else. You have a new home. Some of you could be relocating or redecorating your home. God's wrath is over this false emperor and the karmic partner. They're going to have legal issues. This is consequences for this very narcissistic, masculine and feminine energy. They want you to believe in miracles because a miracle will soon happen in your life. Yeah, you've been dealing with somebody that's operating an ego. They wear a mask. They're fake. This is the person that wants to reconcile, that came out in part 1. They want you to continue to pray, get more connected with the divine. This person could be trying to communicate telepathically through music. If you get some sort of energy off of music that you hear, turn it off. Don't listen to it. Just turn it off. Reject and rebuke it. We have in the near future. What's happening in the near future? In the near future, these toxic friends that have been working with the karmic masculine or feminine to try to disturb your peace, interfere with your creative projects, these toxic friends are being cleansed out of your energy. That's what they said to me. Cleansed out of your energy by way of an ego death. Now, when somebody operates from ego and the ego death comes out, this talks about public humiliation. Being exposed is the only way to bring someone into an ego death. Look at that. Yes, thank you for the confirmation. It's their karma. They're going to be exposed. Yeah, because they came for a light worker. They did everything to block someone that was working for God, that God was calling them to create something that would help others. This is exactly why. You're still going to have success, abundance, and stability. Because you let go. You let go of the past, the pain, the anger, the bitterness, the resentment. You focused on maintaining divine love energy within your spirit. And you're focused on manifesting the life you desire. You don't have time to waste on this person's distorted projections. Yeah. See, this false masculine went to a third party and they both committed some sort of fraud. This is why we see legal issues. They could also have an STD or some sort of spiritual disease due to the addictions, alcohol, drugs, sex, gambling, or money, which has altered their decision making. They don't make good decisions because they're under the influence of something. You've been releasing karmic debt this entire time. Not only have you been releasing karmic debt, but you've been gaining spiritual strength. Clearing this out and expecting that things are going to pick up quickly for you. Transformation is definitely occurring. Look, this false masculine could lose their job, or feminine. They could lose their job, and this would be karmic consequences. Yeah. So the slander and the spreading lies, being this hater, is being returned to them. Now this person that is set up to lose their job is going to be the subject of the same slander and lies that they spread about you. That's how karma works. You're going to have happiness, joy, and emotional fulfillment. Keep going. Yeah, this person, toxic workspace. They could have tried to create issues around what you do for work. And this person went into some sort of contract, whether it's a marriage contract or some other contract with a false empress. That's the karmic partner. Look, false feminine. Yeah. And this is the person that wants to reconcile. Wow. They're a player. If you wondered, have they changed? No, they're still a player. And that came out in part 1. That tried to ostracize you. They tried to turn everyone they could against you, but your ancestors have been helping you. They want you to continue to get really grounded, connected, prayer, meditation. Wow. Anything? Last card. You're an earth angel on a special mission. Believe it. This person's been doing nothing but working with others to try to create chaos and conflict for you, but you are receiving not only unexpected income, but you're calling in a divine connection, whether romance, business, or friendship. They said make a wish because you're being guided on your destined path, because you went through your spiritual awakening and you said yes to God. So that's pretty amazing. I love it. All right. Is there anything else we need to do? Oh, let's do some angel numbers from the angel deck real quick and see what we get. So it looks like your power lies within your connection to the spiritual realm and your self-love. That's where the power is. All right. For the beautiful collective. 505, finish line. It serves as a timely reminder that anything can be accomplished if you can dream it. There is no reason you can't make it a reality. If something is in the possession of another person, it is also available to you. So try to remain calm. What's meant for you won't pass you by. Let go of tension. Abundance. Focus on the good and maintain your concentration on the outcomes you desire. It's time to put your faith and time into your ideas and pursue your goals, and with all your might. You have such a beautiful, courageous, and brave spirit. Validating what came out in part 1. That is why everything is changing for you. You proved to the spiritual realm you were listening. You were taking their advice. You were following the guidance. Look, intuition, follow your gut. It's more than just a feeling. Be real with people and focus on meaningful relationships. Remember, you also must bring value on the table. Treat others with respect or else karma will bite your ass. 3 is a crowd. So I feel like while you've been following your intuition, listening to what guidance you receive, someone else that put you in a third-party situation is recognizing that they didn't treat others with respect. That now karma is coming back to bite them. It says optimism, 606. Pursue your goals and get what you want. It will provide wonderful benefits for you and the people you hold dear. Your ability to communicate is improving at this time, which will make it easier for you to interact with a broad spectrum of individuals. I love it. And they want you to continue to have compassion for low vibrational people. You are on path to success and wealth. Divine timing is at play. You have to be in good vibes in order to call in the prosperity that is aligning for you. But this is a major change that's happening in your life. You're going to see forward movement, accelerated motion, right? But it's tied into your creativity that is going to bring in resources. It is paramount for you to forgive anyone that has wounded you, to release them from your energy, okay? And be in gratitude. No matter what you've experienced, gratitude will keep you in a high vibration, which is amazing. All right, this is your second reading. I love you guys, or your last reading. I love you guys so much. I am scheduling for the second week of September. I have a few appointments left. I love you guys so much. I hope you have a blessed day, and I will see you for tomorrow's readings. Bye-bye.